We are building a self-sustaining ecosystem that enables us fund and help orphan girl children, women farmers, and help rural women in employment. Let me present you how the ecosystem works and helps all its stakeholders fit in the logical, interdependent system. Let me tell you how the story of ecosystem had actually started. Sriveda Ailuri, a 10-year-old girl studying 5th grade, has shared her idea and interest in helping orphan girl children through a website and mobile applications. Being tech-savvy, she spends time with Rushantini and Tejasvi, who just completed their graduation in engineering and pharmacy. They are on the verge of starting their careers, and since they have the background in working for social causes during their studies, they are shared their idea with experienced elders. With the mentorship of Mr. V.R. Loknath, they further churned out the whole business concept and made it a self-sustaining ecosystem that keeps generating funds for the social causes. We want to deal with three problems, that is girl-child orphanages, women farmers, and employment for rural women. Following are the problems they face currently. Orphanages depend on donations all the time, and they do not have any continued financial support to take care of children in terms of food, clothing, and education, etc. When it comes to farmers, due to lack of financial aid, they are committing suicides. Reports say that around 40 farmers commit suicide in India every day. And the rural women, they have financial problems, and some do not even meet their basic living needs. Now let me explain you what we intend by calling it ecosystem. Once the ecosystem starts, the revenues out of the proposed three projects in the ecosystem will enable us to continuously fund girl orphanages, women farmers, and spend towards women employment without any fundraising efforts. It means the more revenues we get in the ecosystem, more girl orphans, more women farmers, and more rural women can get the help. We have strategically planned for three projects to implement together to generate funds in the system to help our objectives. One is Satya.com. It is a shop for social cause portal where sales happen in buy one give one kind of mode, and some percentage of every sale will go to girl orphanages. The second one is a crowdfunding online platform for farmers where global Indians and urban working people can donate to farmers while they get memberships in return to get better offers on Satya.com. And the third one is Studentix.com, a part-time job networking portal for college students. Students and corporates subscribe to use this service on an annual basis. You may wonder why we want to implement these three specific portals or projects. Following are the main factors we consider to implement Satya.com and portal for women farmers. I will look at them. In terms of revenues for Satya.com, we're expecting around $100,000, and 25% of it can go directly to orphanages. Whereas for farmers project, we're expecting $50,000 of crowdfunding, out of which 80% can go directly to farmers. In terms of projects, a job portal for students, following are the main factors that we consider. Please have a look at them. Okay, when it comes to the revenues of the job portal, we're looking at $30,000 of revenues for the first 1 year, and 20% of it can go to orphanages or farmers. The rest of the revenues are spent towards our operations and promoting these three portals. Let me present you the high-level strategy approach for these three portals we followed. For Satya.com, we considered long-standing revenue source. For crowdfunding platform, We considered it to be a social cause. At the same time, it supports the sales for Satya.com. And when it comes to Studentix.com, it's a very quick, more revenue generating and long-standing strategy. We have practically tested the three portals by conducting the operations end to end and received good feedback from all the users of the portals. We have captured video testimonials of the customers who paid for these services and gave very positive feedback on the concepts. Please check our Matrix String YouTube channel to check all the videos. We wanted to implement these three projects together because all these three concepts deal with the following common financial sources. All of these sources logically get in return as part of their contribution to these three services. As regards to the cause of rural women employment, MSF will train and employ the rural women for its own operations in call center and back office operations for the portals. The ecosystem and its revenues were already explained earlier. However, you can have a look at the figures below. The impact of the causes out of the ecosystem will be like for Satya.com, for the first 1 year, around 200 children can be taken care in terms of food, clothing, and their studies. As regards to crowdfunding platform for farmers, around 300 farmers can be provided financial aid. In terms of rural women employment, we expect around 100 women being hired. When it comes to the long-term impact of the ecosystem, we are going to build an everlasting ecosystem that is going to support and fund thousands of orphan children, farmers, and rural women in a continued fashion. The more sales the ecosystem generates, the more going to be the impact out of more locations across the globe. In a span of 1 to 2 years, MSF and its committed project results are as follows: 200 orphan children taken care in terms of their clothing, food, and education, 600 farmers getting financial aid, 100 rural women being employed. As evidence to the success of the project, we will present bill receipts, video testimonials, accounts, and bank statements for all our three projects which are part of the ecosystem. Under the mentorship of the founder, Mr. V.R. Loknath, the main project leads are Mr. Murali Ailuri, who has 16 years of experience in establishing and managing businesses. The second one is Prashant Puchakala, who is a tech savvy with 3 years of experience in technology field. He will take care of operations and technologies to ensure the project success, followed by Rushantani and Tejaswini. MSF has around 20-member women management team who will execute the project successfully. Please check About Us section of the website msfglobe.org to know more about our women team members. On the high level, the funded amount will be spent towards the platforms Satya.com, Studentix.com, and Farmers platforms for hiring professionals, operations, infrastructure, and logistics. With a team of 10 members, we expect the monthly cost to be around $6,000 to $7,000. In a span of 4 months, we expect to run on our own due to the revenues out of Studentix.com mainly. To support our projects and help us in funding, please contact us. Thank you.